Hey, what's up everybody? This is XDev1234 here, back with you for another video. This time I'm going to be doing part 2 of my Raw 1000 redo. This is Rick Raw was so epic that it had to be in 2 or 3 parts. Yeah! Okay, anyway, we just to recap, we were on Bret Hart's return into as a special guest ring announcer for the match that's going to happen right now. It's the Intercontinental Championship match, Christian versus The Miz. Anyway, this match was actually pretty good. You could tell that Christian was that Christian did a dive to the outside and injured his ankle during the first 5 minutes of the match, so they kind of focused around his knee injury. I feel sorry for Christian because he's had several knee, ankle, and leg problems this year, which actually took him out for the first part of the year, and him getting back into the title picture, and he gets injured again. So, your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. I kind of don't like how they're not brand Pacific anymore, on how the Intercontinental title was supposed to be a SmackDown title, and now it's on a Raw guy. We'll have to see how that plays out. Now, and then we have our very first Charlie Sheen segment. I got tired of these because all he did was kind of bash, and he wasn't on Twitter because he closed Twitter about, I think it was 2 weeks ago or so. So, yeah. Then we had a Triple H in-ring promo. It was okay, I guess. I forgot a lot about it. It's been a while back ago. But then, Triple H calls out Lesnar again, and all you hear Lesnar's music, and all you see come out is Paul Heyman. But they have a good segment, and then after all this, Triple H is talking about how you don't talk about my kids and my family that way. Then you hear Stephanie's music hits. She makes her WWE return, I should say, after being off TV for like a year or so. Excuse me. Then we have a Stephanie Heyman segment. Stephanie ends up slapping and calling him I can't remember, I don't remember the exact quote, but she ends up calling him something, and Heyman accepts Triple H's challenge for Brock at SummerSlam, so that match is made official. Then Brock hits the ring, then Brock hits the ring, and Triple H and Brock brawl, and Triple H ends up standing tall in the ring, I should say. Both the men were standing tall, of course. But, yeah, then we had a Santino Hornswoggle segment, which is basically just to promote a new toy that freaking Mattel is putting out. So, then we had Howard Finkel returns to announce this match. It's Heath Slater! And every time you see Heath Slater's face, especially in these last few weeks, there's a legend that's going to return. Then Lita music hits, so Lita returns. And, oh, I just forgot that Slater does a in-ring promo, of course, before the match before he knows who his opponent is. Basically saying, I'm gonna beat the next legend that comes out here, and I challenge them to a no-hold-barred, no disqualification match, of course. All this yada. All this blah 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 crap. And so the winner, and Lita ends up winning that match. Actually, after Lita comes into the ring, her and Slater have a little segment, like 5 or 10 minutes, enough to get Lita over and get him over the mat. Then she's like, you know what, I will fight you, but I have a little insurance policy, And then the APA, Bradshaw and Farouk, or JBL and Ron Simmons return to the WWE. JBL has been doing very good outside of the ring because he is doing the seven summits for a charity. So yeah. Then we have the Legends return, and then we have a back. Those Legends are the Legends return and basically keep Slater in the ring and, you know, beat him up after the match. But those Legends are DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, Psycho Sid, JBL, Ron Simmons, the APA, of course, Bob Backlund, Doink the Clown, Sergeant Slaughter, Rikishi, Road Warrior Animal, and Big Van Vader. And yeah, so those Legends return. I didn't see the Slater Sarge match, but I didn't see the Slater Animal match. I don't remember them ever having a match. I didn't get to see the Slater Doink match or Slater getting hit with the Diamond Cutter by DDP. But anyway, then we have a Zack Ryder, Xena, and Zack Ryder, John Cena, and Mean Gene Okerlund a segment talking about GTV. I don't get it. Then we have a Rock Xena segment backstage as Ryder and the Fink not Ryder and the Fink, but Ryder and Mean Gene kind of get out of there. You know, so Rock and Xena can have their little privacy. Anyway, that was good. Rock goes back, wishes Xena luck in his match tonight. Then we have Kane's return, and when I say return, I mean return to act. Well, return in a few weeks. They kind of took him off TV. Well, he probably wanted a few weeks off. So they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring you back at Raw 1000. Then Kane was supposed to face somebody, but there was no match. It was just a setup for a return. Actually, I don't know who Kane's opponent's supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be Jinder Mahal tonight in the squash match, but there was no match. And Jinder Mahal, Hunico, Camacho, Kurt Hawkins, Tyler Rex, and Drew McIntyre come out. Basically, all the jobbers that don't want to, don't want to be jobbers. Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins do deserve a World Tag Team title match. Hunico and Camacho, I've seen Hunico work in the ring. Camacho basically is right-hand man right now. So, yeah, Drew McIntyre definitely should be in the IC title division along with Jinder Mahal and Hunico. Anyway, they come out. They attempt to try to beat down Kane. And then The Undertaker makes his return. And I don't see why they couldn't just do the boom, boom thing. But, Undertaker returns in his glory and comes out of the entranceway. Then the group that I just named tries to attack Undertaker and Kane. They do that successfully. Then Taker and Kane choke slam and tombstone Hawkins and Hunico. Why they chose them, I don't know. Then they do their signature pose. Then after that, after all this, we end up hearing that it's going to be Xena and Punk next. So the main event's finally here, and that's when I flip over to another page. Then we have the CM Punk Xena for the WWE Championship. I was expecting CM Punk to debut the new WWE Championship design tonight because it was all over all the spoiler websites that he was going to debut the new title. Obviously it didn't. Maybe it will happen next week on Raw, or maybe it will happen at SummerSlam. But the winner is Xena by disqualification, but by DQ by the Big Show. But that was a really good match. I believe they couldn't. I think I heard somewhere that that they weren't gonna. That both these men weren't gonna become. Both these men couldn't lose, so they ended up having to screw the match either way. So yeah. So we don't know what's up with the Money in the Bank situation. or at least I don't. That because Xena cashed in tonight, and technically Big Show got Xena disqualified, so is he Mr. Money in the Bank? Is he not? Then we have we had a Charlie Sheen segment before the match. We've had about 3 of these, and I got tired of them because it was just him bashing some superstar and all that good crap. Then we have Show beat down Xena, and then CM Punk's just laying on the side, doing nothing. Then Show and Rock, then the Rock's music hits, and Rock hits the ring intensely. The Rock and Show brawl for a little bit, and then after all that, CM Punk, does all his stick, and then he lays Rock out with the GTS, and this is how Punk turns heel, or turns to be a bad guy. Thank y'all for watching my video. If you watch Monday Night Raw, tell me how you enjoyed it. I would probably give this Raw probably about a 9.5 out of 10, just because it's kind of odd, but just because it was awesome. I will put my tout and my Twitter in the description. I put them in the other video in part 1, so go check that out. I am following Chronic from the Most Extreme Wrestling and Crystal and WWE, I believe, and Chronic is following me, so this is the second website, or second social media Chronic is following me on. I send mad respect over to the Most Extreme Wrestling. They didn't have to respond to me, and guys, please, if you've watched those other videos, if you watched my reply sorry and thanks video, that this guy is being a troll, being a jackass, basically. I looked at his channel, being a man, I looked at his channel to see if he uploaded anything. His channel is mostly gameplays, so he may be a wrestling fan, but he's not making wrestling videos here on YouTube. And I'm not gonna block him. If he starts trolling me again, he is going to get blocked and get reported to YouTube for being a jackass and being not a man or a woman about it, manning up, being a person that actually cares. I'm going to make another video probably right after this one, explaining why people should be able to voice their opinions. My other project has been scrapped because Crystal is kind of, it was kind of a good idea for the time being, for when I thought of it. I will still make that video that I promised you guys. But anyway, I'd like to say peace out. Thanks for watching.